NBC welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio, where we got a good one on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll get you out to your game here soon. Here at Paycor Stadium, we have a good one on tap today between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Apologies, just setting up a few more things here as they will pass here for a gain of about 4. Tweaking a few things. Apologies for scoreboard not being in yet, but here we go. Joe Burrow, after the 4-yard completion now, they'll give it to Chase Brown on the run. Chase Brown for about 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Early 3rd down for the Cincinnati Bengals here. Third and 3 now from the 33. New Orleans comes in here to hopefully upset the Bengals as Joe Burrow gets sacked. He goes down. It's a loss of 7. It brings up 4th and 10 for the Bengals. Of course, we take a look here at the west side of the bracket. Nothing has changed, of course. It's the same as it has been. But there is a refresher for you guys there, as the punt will be returned here by New Orleans, and he won't go much of anywhere as the Saints set up shop here. 1st and 10. Derek Carr at quarterback. Alvin Kamara back in the backfield as a play action. They're going to go underneath. That is caught and out of bounds. Chris Olave for a gain of about 7. As we take a look at the east side of the bracket, we do have a few changes here, of course. Los Angeles with the 28-14 win over Atlanta earlier today. They move on and will host Carolina. The winner of this game will face either Tampa Bay or Washington in one of those places, depending on whoever wins, of course. That pass is good. Back to Chris Olave for a 1st down. So we got some good ones coming up, of course. Cincinnati, of course, the favorited team to win here. As Carr steps back, he's looking to pass again. He's going to go over the middle. That is caught. Rashee Rice. Is that even? That's not even Rashee Rice. Apologies. I'm sorry. That is, if I can get his last, Sneed. Rashid Sneed. Is it? It's something like that. Shaheed. Reed Shaheed. Maybe. I don't know. But that is Shaheed. Apologies for the name butchering. I know a lot of players, but some of them don't come to mind. Back to Chris Olave here. Former Ohio State Buckeye for a gain of 3. Give it to Kamara. Kamara to the outside. He'll get a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Wow. 3rd and 4 now for the Saints. They're going to motion into empty formation. Carr looking to pass. He's going to throw it, and that is caught. Shaheed on the reception, and it's a 1st down for the Saints. First and 10 now for Cincinnati. Carr looking. He's going to pass to Shaheed again. Shaheed all the way down to the 3. It's 1st and goal for New Orleans. And they are just ripping through this Cincinnati defense, especially the secondary.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I was not talking to you, Siri. On 1st and goal, empty formation here for the Saints. Looking to pass. He's going to throw, and that is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. They take the lead 6-0 here in Cincinnati. The PAT now, it is up, and it is good. 7-0. Here with 1:31 left to go in the 1st quarter. This will be received, taken out by Cincinnati, and he will be up and past the 30, down to the 31. And here comes the rest of the Cincinnati offense now for their 2nd drive. Here in empty formation, Burrow looking to pass. He's going to throw underneath. That is caught by his tight end, Mike Gesicki, down to the 47. Wide open there was Mike Gesicki for the big gain of 16. First down for Cincinnati as Burrow's lined up under center here as we're under a minute. They're going to give it to Chase Brown. Brown's going to break 1 tackle down to about the 46. Goes Brown for a gain of 6. Joe Burrow now. Play action. He's going to throw underneath to Gesicki again. Gesicki. He's got the 1st down to the 35 he goes. Stops the clock with 26 seconds remaining. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to throw it to the outside to Gesicki again. It's a pickup of 8. Down to the 28 with 10 seconds remaining in this 1st quarter of play. As that will do it for us here in the 1st quarter. The Saints have a 7-0 lead here in Cincinnati. We'll be back with more after this. Back here. Burrow, he's going to roll out to his right. Looking, he's going to throw a strike to Jamar Chase. All the way down to the 1. What a throw and catch by those two there. The former players out of LSU. Burrow on the run with an absolute dot and an even better catch by Jamar Chase as he was manned up there. Wow, what a play for Cincinnati. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw on the run again. Back in the end zone. Touchdown! Cincinnati again. A beautiful pass by Joe Burrow. And another great catch by Chase Brown. They're going to actually take a look at this and see if he was in. But from the replay we got, it looked like he was in. And they give it to him. The PAT ahead now. It is up and good. Tying this ball game up at 7 apiece here early in the second quarter. The kickoff now will be brought out to about the 26. The Saints for their second possession of the ball game here. They're going to go motion into empty. Carr's going to take the snap, look at a pass. He's going to go to the outside to Alvin Kamara, and Kamara's got a first down to the 37 he goes. He's going to take the snap. He's going to go underneath again to his receiver, and he's going to get thrown back. He's got a gain of 6, but he looks to be a little bit banged up after that hit there. Carr, he's going to take the snap. He's going to go to the slant. That's Chris Olave's 5th catch of the game already. And he's got a first down for the Saints. First and 10 now for the Saints as Carr is under center. They're going to motion a man across. They're going to give it to him, but that is Trey Hendrickson setting the edge on Shaheed. He goes nowhere. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Saints. He was absolutely stonewalled by Trey Hendrickson on the outside. Carr, he's going to take the snap, looking. He's going to go underneath. That is caught by Shaheed, and Shaheed's going to be hit after a gain of 7. The linebacker, Pratt, on the tackle. It brings up 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Derek Carr now. They're going to motion Taysom Hill outside. Carr looking to pass. He's going to go to the top of the screen. That is incomplete. He went out of bounds. It brings up 4th and 3. And let's see if they settle for a field goal or punt. They will, in fact, punt to Cincinnati as the punt is away. And it's going to be rolling back into the end zone. And the Cincinnati Bengals will be set up at their own 20. Joe Burrow now. The give to Chase, and he's going nowhere. Gain of nothing there. It brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. After the gain of nothing, they're going to motion out into empty. 3 up top. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to go to the outside. That is caught by his tight end. No, who is that? That's not Gesicki. That is this is bad. Evocias. Okay. I apologize. Absolutely name butchered. As we are ticking close to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Burrow looking to pass on 3rd and 7. He's going to go to an open Jamar Chase down the sideline all the way to the 49. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. After that big chunk of yardage there by those two. Beautiful pass yet again, as this might take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will. 2 minutes remaining here. In Cincinnati, we are tied at 7 apiece. Back here in Cincinnati, after the big Jamar Chase catch there, he's going to go right back to him on the slant. He's got a 1st down to the 39. He goes. Cincinnati hoping to take the lead here on this drive with a touchdown, of course. Field goal would help. They go no huddle here. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to go back to Chase, and Chase for a gain of 7. The linebacker, Gay, on the tackle. And we have a little fight here by those two, Taylor and Jamar Chase. Second and 3 now for the Bengals. Burrow looking to pass again. He's going to go to his tight end. That's Gesicki. Down to the 24. Move the chains for Cincinnati. We are under a minute here in the second quarter. Empty formation for the Bengals. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to go underneath. That is caught by Evocias. All the way down to the 3. They call a timeout. Ishovias. I honestly cannot pronounce his last name. I've heard it, of course. That's how I'm trying to pronounce it. I just cannot pronounce it correctly. Evocias. I think that's how you say it, maybe. I'm probably wrong. But anyways, 1st and goal now for the Bengals. 43 seconds remain in the second quarter. The give to Chase Brown. Untouched. Touchdown. Cincinnati. They take the lead for the first time tonight. The PAT now by Evan McPherson. It is up and it is good. And they take a 14-7 lead here with 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This will be returned out to about the 24. It really went nowhere. And that is where the Saints will set up shop. 3 timeouts, 36 seconds. Can they may begin a field goal range as Shaheed is motioned over. Carr looking to pass. He's going to go to the outside, do Chris Olave, and he's going to step out of bounds after a gain of 7. 33 seconds remain. Second and 3 now. 33 seconds. Hill in motion. Play action here. Carr, he's going to go to the sideline, and that is, oh, wow, what a catch by Johnson. He went up, and he hauled that thing in for a nice chunk of yards there, all the way down to the 49. Wow, what a catch that was. They called a timeout. 28 seconds remain. They could potentially get a field goal here off right before the half ends. Empty formation now. They're going to motion Kamara out behind him. Carr looking. He's going to go to Kamara. Kamara's got an open lane on the little wheel route all the way down to the 27. Timeout called by New Orleans yet again. And we had a hurt player on the field, actually. I don't know where that is, but he was hurt. That was a very low-thrown ball. Good job by Kamara to bring that in. I think if he would have let him in stride, he could have been gone. Anyways, now 22 seconds. New Orleans at the 27. Carr looking to pass again. He's going to go to the top of the screen, and that is just not even remotely tried to be caught there. It was a good pass by Carr, but he just didn't even try to catch it. They live to see another day. They lose about 5 seconds or so. One timeout, 18 seconds. Probably take a shot near the end zone. As Carr looks, he's going to go over the middle. That's caught by Shaheed. Shaheed, he's going to break. No. Thought he had broken that tackle. He could not. They got the first down. 12 seconds remain. Maybe they take a shot here to the end zone. Jesus Christ, what is in the way of that camera angle? Anyways, 16 seconds. They're looking to run a play here. They're going to go to empty formation. Kamara going down below. Carr looking. He's going to go to the end zone. That is caught by Shaheed, but I don't think he's going to get it. No, they're not going to get it off. They have no timeouts. And it's a loss for the Saints as they tried to get something, at least a touchdown before half, and they couldn't even get a field goal as this kick is away to begin the third quarter. He will bring it out to about the 29, and the score could be 10-14, but the Saints got greedy and wanted the touchdown. Ended up costing them. They couldn't get anything. Kamara now. He's going to bulldoze his way through the first tackler down to about the 42. He goes. First and 10. We will go ahead and show the brackets once more. Here's the west side. Of course, nothing has changed. It won't change for the next few games. The second round is set for the west side. We'll take a look at this play here. First and 10, and Kamara's going nowhere. He's going to lose 2. Brings up second and 12. We take a look at the east side of the bracket. Again, earlier today, the Chargers beat Atlanta 28-14. They will end up hosting Carolina. And above that, Los Angeles Rams will host the Chicago Bears, and the winner of this will face either Tampa Bay or Washington. That play goes for nothing. It's incomplete. The intended target was Alvin Kamara. Third and 12 now for the Saints. Stops the clock at 5 on the dot. Third and 12 now for the Saints. They're going to motion into empty formation. Carr looking to pass. He's going to throw a bullet down the field. It's caught. Chris Olave with the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. What a strike. He was left wide open. As the Saints are not done dealing yet. The PAT, it is good. And the Saints have tied this thing up with 4:53 left to go in the third quarter, as this red-hot Cincinnati offense will go back to work. This will be returned, and it will be brought out to about the 27. That's where the drive for Cincinnati will start. They're going to give it to Chase Brown here. Chase Brown has a little bit of a hole, and he's going to gain about 8. Of course, you guys see there, T. Higgins has not had one target all game, and all the targets have been to Jamar Chase and Mike Gesicki, who has put them up 14 on the board. Of course, Chase Brown ran one in. But T. Higgins, maybe he'll get some action here this drive, or even later on in the game. We'll see. This is Joe Burrow. He's going to go to the sky again. That was a risky pass there by Burrow. He threw it up into triple coverage. Fortunately, it was knocked away. They lived to see another down. It is 3rd and 2 now for the Bengals. I about said Saints. Burrow looking to audible the play up front. He's going to pass here. He's going to go over the middle. There is T. Higgins. His first target and reception of the game goes for about 22. First and 10 now for the Bengals. Burrow looking to pass again. He's going to go to Evocias. Evocias down to the 28. That is not how you pronounce his name. I apologize. First and 10 for Cincinnati. Empty formation. Burrow, of course, going to pass again. They haven't ran much. But he is going to pass. And he's going to go to the top of the screen. That is Mike Gesicki for another first down. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Anyways, Burrow looking to pass. He's going to go to the end zone. And it is caught. Yoshivas. Oh my god. I am butchering the hell out of his name. I cannot. I'm done. Number 80. First and goal now for the Bengals. Burrow looking to pass. Top of the screen. Caught out of bounds. Say it right. Yoshivas. Okay, okay, yep, I'm done. Was the target, and it brings up second and goal for the Bengals. Burrow looking to pass again. He's going to go to the end zone. T. Higgins is in. Touchdown. Cincinnati. They take the lead yet again with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Evan McPherson on for the PAT. It is up and it is good. 21-14 is your score here with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. New Orleans, can they maybe catch up here? Down 7. They're going to go empty. Carr looking to pass. He's going to step back, looking. He's just going to fire it away up top. Second and 10 now for the Saints. Carr looking to pass. He's going to go underneath to Kamara. Kamara's going to spin out of one tackle. And he's going to get taken down after a gain of 5. What a spin there by Alvin Kamara, the elusive back. Dude. Carr, he's going to look to pass it. Big sack by the Bengals, and they will take over with 1:29 left to go in the third quarter. They're up 7. Empty formation here for Cincinnati. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to go to the air. Down the field. It's caught by Evocias. All the way down. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a play. One play and they extend by 13. He was left unguarded, wide open, but wait, no. Apologies. They don't give it to him. They ruled him down at the 1. Second and goal now for Cincinnati. I thought he was in. That was a crazy play. Second and goal now for Cincinnati. So it's still 21-14, but from the 1, it's second and goal. Can they punch it in here? They're going to give it to Chase, and Chase, wow! What a leap for the score. He was in that time, and the Bengals are now up 13. He just did a somersault over 2 Saint players. The PAT now by Evan McPherson. It is up and it is good. And the Saints are going to get the ball back down 14. The Saints now couldn't get anything going last drive. On 1st and 10 now. They're going to give it to Kamara. Kamara to the left. Kamara's got a good game. Kamara's going to break multiple tackles. Kamara all the way down to the 43. What a run by Alvin Kamara. AK-41. Just could not take him down. What a juke he had there on Von Bell. Probably going to be the last play before the end of the third quarter. What a game this has been. Carr looking to pass. He's going to throw a strike over the middle, and that is caught. And that is the end of the third quarter. We got a good one here. Saints aren't done yet. Bengals up 28-14. Back now, Saints looking to pass. He's going to throw underneath, and that is incomplete. Second and 10 now for New Orleans. That is Valdez Scantling on the target. I don't know why, but my internet is bugging, and this stream has dropped so many frames. This has never happened since I've gotten the new internet. This is unbelievable. Empty formation yet again for the Saints. Carr looking to pass. Gonna go to the bottom of the screen. That is caught for a gain of 5. Wow, what a catch there by Kamara. Third and 5 now for the Saints. Cohen back to empty formation. They're going to motion Kamara out to the right. Carr looking to pass. He's going to throw it. That is caught by Kamara. He's got the first down after a broken tackle. Kamara for the first down. Down to the 25 he goes. Empty formation yet again for the Saints. They're going to motion Kamara behind. Is he going to go on a little wheel route? They're going to go on a swing route, actually. Kamara's going nowhere. He's going to lose one. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 now for the Saints. They're going to give it to Kamara on the outside, and he's going nowhere practically. Only a gain of 2. It brings up 3rd and 9 for the Saints here. Third and 9 now for the Saints. Going yet again to empty. Carr looking to pass. He's going to the end zone. That is caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. That was so unexpected. With the momentum they had, I did not expect that coming. But they're going for 2 actually. They're going to try and win this ball game maybe. Carr looking to pass, going to the end zone, and it is caught. He's got it. Taysom Hill for the 2. The Saints making this one interesting here in the mid-4th quarter. This will be returned by Cincinnati. He's going nowhere. This game isn't over yet. Only a 6-point lead by Cincinnati. Burrow looks to passing you underneath to his tight end, and he's going practically nowhere. Only a gain of 3. All junior. I have no idea who that is. Second and 7. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to step back, rolling out to his right. He's going to take off. He's going to pick up a good chunk of yardage. Joe Burrow all the way down to the New Orleans 42. What a run by Joe Cool. Who thought he had those wheels on him? He just took off. Him and Jamar Chase were running side by side. Look at that. What a game this has been. Cincinnati's going to take this play clock down to the 5. As Burrow looks to throw, he's going to go to the outside. That is Mike Gesicki. He's got a first down. He stays inbounds, and the clock will tick. I believe if Cincinnati scores here, this one might be out of reach for New Orleans, depending on how long Cincinnati takes to score, and if they do, how long it takes New Orleans to score if they do. Anyways, now they're going to let the clock tick. They will have to snap it. They cannot take it to the 2-minute warning. They're going to motion Gesicki to the right. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to throw to Gesicki, and he's going to get a gain of about 5. 2 minutes to go here in Cincinnati. Everyone who's tuned in, I hope you are enjoying. As the Bengals only have a 28-22 lead over the Saints. You got to give props to the Saints. They have played a hard game of ball today. They're going to give it to Brown here, and Brown's going to pick up the first down. Timeout called by New Orleans. If they keep running one more first down, and this game is over for the Saints. What a game they played. So many big plays just all around for each team, really. But, of course, Cincinnati, they were able to sneak through, even with the defense of theirs. They were able to maintain and just keep scoring offensively. They will give it to Brown again. Brown to the outside. Brown's got some room. Brown with the first down. Timeout called by New Orleans. First and goal for Cincinnati. They might as well just punch one in here and put a nail in the coffin, as it all has, if you haven't thought it already. Jesus Christ. First and goal for the Bengals. They're going to give it to Chase, and he's going to be smacked up right away. Final timeout called by the Saints. Second and goal. The Bengals could just kneel it out, or if they want to, they could go for the score. And it looks like they are going to run a play. More than likely will just be a run play. They will give it to Brown again. He's going to go nowhere. The clock will tick. They will probably have to run one more. Maybe. No, they'll probably end up just taking a knee and then a field goal, giving New Orleans the ball back with maybe 10 seconds. Something like that. They're going to run it here, of course. I'm going to let the play clock all the way down to 2. Give it to Brown. He's going nowhere. And they will probably settle for a field goal to end this game off. Like I said, New Orleans will get the ball with around 20 seconds, but it probably won't even matter. Evan McPherson on for the field goal, excuse me. It is up, and it is good. The Saints will get the ball back with 20 seconds. This will be returned by the Saints. He'll go to the outside. He won't go anywhere, though. Saints with a very, very well played game. Carr, he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Unbelievable game these two put together for us tonight. I mean, just offensive scoring. Everyone loves to see it. 53 total points scored in today's matchup. So with that, as we take a look at the brackets, as Carr goes down for the sack, the Bengals will move on and will either go to Tampa Bay or Washington, whoever wins that matchup. But that will do it here for us on NBC, as we will take you to the highlights of today's game. Again, thank you for everyone that tuned in. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
NBC welcomes you to the following presentation